Hey guys, so today I'm going to get ready. I'm gonna do like my regular everyday kind of makeup look. There are a few things added just to make it a little more interesting. So I'm gonna start off again with, this is the Cover FX blurring primer. Next I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. For the sake of color matching me right now, since it's summer, I have a little bit of a tan. I'm gonna put some more of my L'Oreal True Match foundation in C3 because that's really the color I am right now. But I want the matte finish of the Infallible. And this is an e.l.f. brush, an e.l.f. buffing brush. I press it into my nose. I don't know about you guys, but my problem area is my nose. Foundation does not lay on my nose. My trick for that has been the concealer that I'm about to use. The Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm in the shade Fair 15. It just lasts. One, it's a little goes a long way. So like today I'm only gonna use that much. It's a great primer for my eyelids. I have super oily eyelids and I feel like it prolongs my eyeshadow wear, so I put it there. Like I said, I use it on my nose because foundation typically breaks up on my nose and this does not. I'm taking my Real Techniques beauty sponge. Now that that's all blended out, I'm gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me powder in Matte and Poreless. It's in translucent, shade 100. Next, I am going to take a powder foundation. This is the Maybelline Better Skin. It's in shade 25, Nude Beige. But this foundation has super great coverage. It obviously, since it's powder, it's gonna keep you more matte, and it also has salicylic acid in it, which is really great for people like me with really oily skin, and I have acne prone skin. I'm gonna take this L'Oreal True Match. This is actually powder foundation. I took it along my cheekbones, along my temples, across my forehead, and then I also like to take it on my neck a little bit. I think it does a little bit for double chin thing we got going. Next I'm gonna grab an angled cheek brush. This is by Morphe. I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour, and I'm just gonna angle this in the hollows of my cheeks, and if you have issues finding the hollows of your cheeks, do a little, and it's gonna be right here, usually from the top of your ear to the corner of your mouth. Find that hollow point and just kind of start buffing. I also take it a little bit higher up on my temple. I'll take my beauty sponge that still has that concealer kind of left over in it, and I'll just take that and I'll press it right under that contour. It makes that contour just a little bit sharper, just to continue to pull that illusion of that your cheekbones are just a little more sunken in. I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Apricot in the middle. It's super for summer, and I'm gonna apply that to the fronts of my cheeks, and then I usually blend it backward. And I'm gonna take the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. This is a highlighting powder. by far my favorite highlighting powder. It's a really light vanilla shade with just a tinge of champagne, so it really looks good on fair skin tones. And then I popped a little bit of highlighter, a little too much actually, oops. A little bit of highlighter on my Cupid's bow, just to highlight my lip area. I also brought, you would have seen that I brought my highlight up under my brow to lift that brow bone up. That's the face. This is the face done, contoured, highlighted, powdered, looking good. It's the Too Faced Just Peachy matte palette. So I'm gonna grab, I like peach tea and peach cobbler. I'm gonna mix these two. So I'm just buffing that in my crease, doing circular motions on my outer corner to kind of create a V shape. So I'm gonna take a slightly more dense blending brush. I'll probably, since I grabbed these two, I'll probably grab a little bit of peach tart, and I'm gonna dab that on my outer corner with this brush, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of buffing motions. And once I've kind of blended that out, then I'm gonna start bringing it up into my crease. And I'm gonna take Peach Tea, which was one of the shadows I mixed at the beginning, dab a little into there, and then just go over the whole thing again. This is the palette that I'm taking, is from Blink Cosmetics. So I'm gonna take this flat brush from Morphe, and I'm just gonna pat it on here. See, these shadows they're almost cream. They go on so smooth and they blend out so effortlessly. This is another flat brush by Morphe, and I'm gonna grab that vanilla shade, and I'm just gonna put this right at the front. This is from ColourPop. It's called Mr. Bing. So I'm just taking this red brown eyeliner and I'm putting it in my waterline. And I'm not being too careful with this. I'm kind of just smudging it in my lower lash line because I'm gonna smudge it with some eyeshadow anyway, so it doesn't need to be precise at all. I'm gonna go back into my Just Peachy palette, and I'm gonna take another brush by Morphe. This is just a pencil brush, and I'm gonna take that shade Peach Tart again, and I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it in my outer corner first, kind of zhuzh it around a little bit, and then I'm gonna drag it forward. I'm gonna take, again, that brush that we were using earlier, the denser blending brush by Morphe, and I'm going to dip into Peach Cobbler and Peach Tart. And I'm gonna tap that off a little bit, and I'm gonna again start in the outer corner, and I'm gonna come around. Next, I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. This is a Sonia Kashuk eyelash curler. This is actually my second one. I really like these. I feel like they put even pressure on all of your lashes. I'm gonna take my mascara. I love this mascara. It's the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in Blackest Black. Now, I'm a little extra when it comes to mascara because I love lashes. I use two mascaras. I use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise to put on volume to make my lashes thicker, and then I let that totally dry, and then I go back in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. The thing with this mascara is that it's a very wet formula. It's very, very wet. So you have to, if you're gonna use it, you need to use it sparingly and then let it dry completely. This mascara, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, is a drier formula, and that's why I don't use this independently because I think it goes on great the first layer, and then to me it's too dry. It doesn't layer up well. It doesn't provide the length that I want, and so I use the Lash Paradise for volume, and then I use the telescopic for length. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do my eyebrows now. This is a Winky Lux pencil. It's a dual-ended pencil. The colors on this side, oop, where'd it go? Colors on this side, it's a dark brown, and then it has a spoolie on this side. This is another thing I got in my BoxyCharm that I love. It's a thicker pencil. I don't know if you can tell, but it has kind of a triangle shape. So I like to start at the top of my arch. I already have very full brows. I have very thick full brows, so I don't have to put a lot on, but I do like to fill them in because I like the structure that it gives them. That this is like a triangle shape. I don't know if you can see that. I like to use the point, and I'm gonna use the point to draw the tail of my eyebrow. And so once I have that up there, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna come across, and I go backwards because again, my hair is so thick that if I were to go this way, I would just be drawing on top of hair and not hitting skin, and that's not gonna do anything for me. So I take, like I said, I start here, go down my tail, and I come at the top and I go backwards and I go all the way up to the front, and then I will take my pencil and I'll just define the bottom of my brow down here, and sometimes I'll go up like this if I feel like they're a little sparse. And then it's very important to, again, take your spoolie and just gently blend all that product. Oh, moving on to my other brow. Okay. So those are the brows filled in. The final brow product that I like to take here, this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist, and the product inside here has fibers. So in addition to setting your eyebrows, the gel of it will set your eyebrows in place. It will also plump your eyebrows. My mascara had time to dry while I was doing my brows, so I'm gonna go back in. Now, this is when I'm gonna take my telescopic and go over my first layer of Lash Paradise. I got mascara on my eyelid, which I do constantly because I put on so much mascara, and I sometimes put it on a little passionately. It will get on my eyeshadow. Of course, wait for it to dry, because if you touch it right now, it's gonna smear a big black line across your pretty shimmery eyeshadow, and then you'll look silly. If you have Q-tips, that's great. You can take a dry Q-tip and just kind of rub it and it'll take it off. Again, you can do a spoolie as well. Just very, very lightly. All right, so those are the eyes, brows, face is done. The last thing is lips. And did I bring a lip to the table? No, I didn't, so I have to go get one. So this is a Revlon. It's the Revlon Ultra HD Lip Color, okay? I love these. They feel like chapstick on your lips, but they add just a wash of color, and they're very moisturizing. This is the color HD Desert, or Desert? Desert. I'll give you a little swatch on the back of my hand. It's a very pretty neutral. It's one of those your lips but better colors. So now, see, your lips but better. I love these. I'm also gonna top it. This is the Buxom lip gloss. It's in the shade White Russian. It's just pinky neutral gloss. And then that's the finished makeup look for this Wednesday.